Greetings. I was intending to record this live for our daily live session, and time has gotten away from me. So I just have decided to go ahead and pre record it just to make sure I connect with you today. Really share and connect with you. This topic may be a topic in a line of a series. Um, Not exactly sure, but let's go ahead and get into it. Grief, anger, and depression are not cousins, they're not friends, they are triplets that all come from the exact same mother. And the mother is blame. So if you think about this unique family as bears, Mama Bear being blame, and her three identical cubs, although different, all identical, as being grief, anger, and depression. So instead of taking on all the bears for this segment, we're going to tackle just one, and that is grief. And this one can be a series I could do every day until infinity and still not exhaust this topic on grieving. So that's how powerful the effect of grief is. There is no time to stop grieving. It may be with you until your last breath. It may be a behavior that gets passed on so it never dies. Psychologists focus a lot on abandonment. And growing up as a child, having parents that are divorced, the focus is on the behavior of children who have been, quote unquote, abandoned. If you perceive a parent not being there, even if you know that they're scheduled to appear at a certain time and they do so regularly, the second that they leave, it could be considered in the mind of the child abandonment. Death can be considered abandonment. I want to expand that and say that it's more than just abandonment, it's grief. It's like having someone that you love cut off from you. And grieving takes on a, a myriad of different behaviors. You're not expected to get over or to get better. When something shattering has occurred, there should be no time, no pressure on you to feel better. Grieving could be the end of a relationship. It could be a heartbreak. It could be that deep disappointment that also probably looks like something else that you have experienced, a deep letdown. Okay. A major disappointment. So let's breathe that in and out. And if you have grief, and if you are grieving, there's a good chance that you feel angry. And there's also a good chance that you feel depressed. And it's a great chance that you blame someone. Rightfully or wrongfully, doesn't matter. Blame has to be there. Blame is the mother. She's not going to be far away from her cubs. And it's just as if you walked into the woods and you see 3 baby bears playing. You best know there's a mama bear somewhere around. In mama, communication is blame for this scenario, okay? So let's breathe that in. Now, how do we get through this dark night of the soul called grieving? How do we not pass on the tools of grieving to our children? How do we see the light in a dark tunnel? Now, I understand that there are qualified people who will prescribe medication, who will have you enter into months, years of counseling. And I understand there are organizations that charge an exorbitant amount of money for you to work through your process of grieving using their techniques. And I am here to tell you, from the trenches of having walked through that night, that the best tool that I have found is to earn it. So, what does that mean? I'm not sure if any of you have seen the film Saving Private Ryan. But in the film, there's a group of select soldiers who are set out to save one of their fellow comrades, whose siblings have all died at war. A higher up has issued a direct order to save Private Ryan. The men who were selected to go save him have encountered all different types of battles, and not all of them will make it to Ryan. And I don't want to be a spoiler alert for the film if you haven't seen it, but it's been out for quite a while, so I hope you forgive me on that. They set out to reach Private Ryan. Not all of them make it, and there's this big discussion even amongst the group. Why are we risking our lives to save one man's life? There's this constant back and forth about it, and they're watching their fellow comrades fall during small battles to reach Ryan. And that's how it is in life, right? We are setting out on a course, on a journey. And whether we are in a position where we are to protect someone, nurture them, and love them, whether we set out with people that we choose and we know that we want them always at our side, somewhere along the course, they may not make it to the destination with us. And once these soldiers arrive to meet Private Ryan, he's with a small band of his comrades, and they are preparing to hold down a bridge. And they have a pretty lofty task ahead of them, given the size of the opposition coming. Ryan refuses to lead them in, and the search party that came for him decide to stay, help him and his comrades. Big battle ensues. Ryan makes it to the end. The commander who led the search party band, he is dying. Ryan is looking at him as he's taking his final breaths, and he says, well, how can I ever repay this? How can I ever repay you? And the commander said, earn it. Earn it. Now let's breathe that in. And I could tell you again, coming through this journey of grieving and loss, experiencing the pain and reliving that pain through anger, through depression, through blame, rightfully or wrongfully, that the key out has been a sense of earning it. Earning it. Earning it. I don't want what I lost to be just a negative, sad story. I want to make sure that my life matters, that I make a difference, that I extend forward from the life that was invested into me to make sure that I made it here. I want to earn it. And that is the push that will get you through this dark night of grieving that I have found. And I haven't found anything else. So again, we may revisit this topic. We may choose to go into depression next, and anger and blame a little bit more thoroughly. But for right now, I invite you to join me in a meditation as we honor our sacred journey, that the path to arrive right here has at times been very hard. That has been difficult. And we breathe in that we made it. And right now we're okay. We breathe that in. And we let go of any doubt out. We breathe in the beautiful investment of beings who have been worth their weight of gold times a billion more, that have implanted their love, their trust, their beauty into us. We breathe those in. And we breathe out our unique way of honoring them as we work, as we play. We breathe in that we are not a living memorial, but a living expression of their love. We breathe that in and out. We receive this honor, and we no longer hide from it. We are welcome to feel love, to give and share that love, as if, oh, the love that has been implanted in us is bursting out with power. We let it come out. We see where we are at, and we know where we are headed. And we allow ourselves to pause or take baby steps as needed. We love ourselves, and we are tender with our thoughts and our emotions. We take care of ourselves now. We return to loving ourselves, to being attentive to our needs, to being mindful as we give and we share this love outward. We breathe these words in and out. We earn it. We earn it.